ever looked around at your life you've worked incredibly hard to build and quietly wondered, why don't I quite feel fully inside it anymore?
And this wondering is not because our life is bad or there's something wrong with it. You've probably had a very successful career. You've raised your children. You've stayed married. You've done all of the right things. But if I were to speak for myself, all of the ordinary right things doesn't make me happy. There's more. I know there is. And that is the life that I'm choosing to step into. Very well kept up. And it's beside a corn. So we're at the very edge of it because there's a huge playground that has been almost completely handmade. The people who attend the park have built the playground. Anyway, so one of the things I really wanted to talk about is we hear so often in midlife. So you get past that 50-year-old, now I'm 60, and you hear so often how we need to be fixed. Okay? Um, and there are maybe some truths to increased health problems. And it's those simply aren't true for me because I have taken really good care of myself. Now, that doesn't mean that, something crossed my heart can't happen. But the point I'm trying to make is we're so often told that we need to be fixed. We have these raging hormones, and we're going through this very natural process of menopause. And it was a huge transition for me. I am not going to undermine it. It is huge. I refused to take any kind of medication, and that made it even a little bit more intense for me. But I wanted to fully experience that transition and to feel what my body was going to go through. And it absolutely caught my attention. So many things that I could do before, I noticed change in a heartbeat. Um, anyway, I'm not here to talk about the physical things because they get talked about all the time, right? You're gaining weight, do this. Your diet should be this. And I would not argue against that. I think we absolutely have to change things as we get older. But what nobody really talks about is the awakening that happens alongside menopause. So if you choose to be sort of angry about the process or not admitting aging and how it's changing you, it's a lot more painful. But when you sit back and you realize how maybe the things you have carried in your life have become really heavy, the responsibilities that you over assume and overcommit to no longer feel worthy of your time. Friendships change, and it doesn't make any of the friends that you have or don't have anymore bad or wrong. They're just different. I know I have friends with women who are 10 years younger than I, who I had great relationships with. I have a more difficult time relating to them now. Your marriage changes. And I'm going to do a whole video on that journey for me because there is an increased rise in women who get divorced at midlife. They are living in an empty marriage. And I'm not going to claim that that's not right for some people, but I think it's an escape. I think we are often escaping ourselves and we're not listening to that something deeper inside. My experience has been that this awakening that I termed earlier is a realization, an awareness of things in my life that A, I wouldn't admit to myself, or B, I didn't have the time to pay attention to when I was younger. And now they're louder. And I love spaciousness. I love the silence of walking in a small park that not a lot of people come to. I love to sit on this swing and listen to the wind blow through the trees and the tall grass. I've always been sort of a nature girl, but it's almost like the relationship I have with nature has deepened tenfold because I've paused long enough to feel it, to hear it, to smell it, to engage all of my senses into what it has to offer me. This is a powerful time in our life, ladies. It's a time to set some things down. Oh my God. Okay, I just have to share this. As the wind blows on this tree limb, I feel the swing go up and down. Man, if I'd have brought my pillow and a blanket, I'd lay down here and take a nap. This is so comfortable right now. Let's carry on. And I think there are other women realizing the same thing. Maybe the noise of the world and the chaos and just the hugeness, the bigness, the sometimes overwhelming feeling of transitioning to midlife, physical symptoms, weight gain, hair color change, everything that's happening so quickly. I think these are all preparing us for something great. These are waking us up to something deeper. I just don't think I'm alone in feeling that. So there's been this dream that I've had for a long time. I've spoken about it with friends, and I've dabbled in it already a little bit in my life. But not have all the answers. I might not know exactly how I'm going to do this. But here's what I do know. I'm taking you along on this journey. And I am going to create this dream and bring it into reality. Actually, I think the deeper question is this. We've all spent decades becoming who we are. Right? Some of it's conscious, some of it's unconscious. But what if who we have become is who we no longer desire to be? And what does it look like to go on that journey or to start that journey and seriously commit to that woman you really desire to be? So I am going to share this experience of building this retreat for you right here on YouTube. It feels a little vulnerable to say that, and it's going to certainly feel vulnerable to do it. So I'm going to share it all. I have an idea where I'm going and where we're going. I have an idea that it's probably going to be in November. I don't even know that for sure. There's a lot of unanswered questions. And one of the reasons I want to build it here publicly with you is because I want to build this for you. What is it a woman in midlife wants, needs, desires? Of course, I have my own ideas because I'm her too. But I want to hear from you.